Give me a drum roll. Give me a Beethoven. Do, 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 do. Give me a tootaroo. Toot, doo, 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 doo. Are you engaged? Because that's what we're going to talk about this afternoon. The rules of engagement. And just to let you know, everything that I'm doing is on my blog. In June, I did the SEL recipes, social emotional learning recipes. I did 25 days of those. And in July, I'm calling it the rules of engagement. So every day for the first 25 days in July, you will find these activities that I'm sharing with you, pictures, photographs, and everything. So I'm going to be doing a lot of different things today. And as always, I tell people my workshops are like a buffet. You pick and choose. You take these ideas, harvest them, make them work for you. One of my favorite thoughts is that somebody said one time, great teachers are not born, they are made by the teacher next door. And so my goal is to be your teacher next door that gives you some good ideas and helps you get started. So engagement has become a very popular topic in early childhood conferences, and that's because children are coming to us with so much screen time that they are forgetting that there is a real human being sometimes in front of them and the interaction, and they're turning off from the real world because of all this screen time. And so we have to try a little bit harder, and you have to remember at the beginning of the school year, go slow, be patient, take your time, and just make those relationships with the children. I was talking to my 8-year-old granddaughter about school, and Kalina said, you know, I just want a teacher who hugs. And for some reason, that just went right to my heart, because that's so true with all children. You know, we are so concerned about standards and our bulletin boards and all these things. And what do children want? They want what they've always wanted. They want to be loved and accepted and to feel valued. So these rules of engagement I'm going to share with you are great ways to grab children's attention, but we are doing multiple things. We're going to be using our small motor skills. We're going to be developing social relationships. We're going to be developing that executive function, that self-regulation. And so there are multiple things going on here. And I'll just get started. The first day of school, and every day you need to start your day with a song. When children hear a song and you do the same song every day, it becomes an indicator activity to let them know school is getting started. I need to get ready to learn. And you know, my favorite one, rise and shine and welcome to school today. Rise and shine and welcome to school today. Rise and shine and welcome to school today. We're so glad you're here. And you can find these songs free. I have YouTube videos with many of them that you can take and you can use. Some teachers say they can't sing. Well, it doesn't matter, because the kids have never heard anything sung before like you're going to sing to them. So, you know, even if you sound like a cat, rise and shine, you know, just do it and have a good time. Part of being a great teacher is being an actor or an actress, and you can pull children in with your enthusiasm, with your facial expression, with your body language, and engage them that way. I also have a song I wanted to share with you. It's called Morning Stretch, and mindfulness is another big term, helping children center themselves and focus. And so this is a little song that you can do to start your day, and it just will help kids focus a little bit. It feels so good to start the day by stretching. Breathe in deeply and then let the air out. Breathe in fresh air. Push the stale air out. Stand up tall. Look left. Then right. Roll your neck around. So it's not. So I think you get it. And I have a YouTube video with that. One teacher said that her kids would come in all wound up from who knows why, and she played that every morning. And the minute she played that and put that up, the kids just kind of came over and found their spot and just settled in. So music can be a very powerful thing to engage children. You've seen me do some of my attention grabbers before. Some of you have seen me many times, and some of you have never seen me, but just Tootsie Roll, Lollipop, we've been talking, now let's stop. Or Hocus Pocus, everybody focus. Boys and girls, get your focus goggles on. Look at the front of this book. What do you think this story is about? If you can get them to put their focus goggles on and look at the shape, the color, the letter, whatever it is you want them to attend to, there's something about saying to the brain, this is important, that it will help them focus. These little attention grabbers are so easy to do, like crisscross, be your own boss. And when you do these things, you'll notice that they are multisensory. The more senses you involve, the more likely you're going to get the children's attention. So not only having them say things with you, look at you, listen to you, but use their little hands to keep them busy. Instead of telling the children what you want to do, think about singing them, like, name on your paper, first thing, name on your paper, first thing, where does it go? At the top. Where does it go? At the top. Name on your paper, first thing. Isn't that better than put your name on your paper? And then you can sing date on your paper, second thing. If you want the children to sit down instead of sit down and be quiet. Head, shoulders, knees and lap, knees and lap. Head, shoulders, knees and lap, knees and lap. Legs are crisscross, applesauce, and my hands are in my lap, lap, lap. Na 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 na, na 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 na. Hey, hey, good job. Na 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 na, na 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 na. Hey, hey, get in line for lunch. Isn't that better than get in line for lunch or sit down on the floor? You'll be surprised how much fun you can have singing to the children. And just take your favorite tunes, like put your name on your paper, anything that you like to sing. There they were, just walking down the hall, being so quiet and standing so tall. It's fun to be a teacher. It's fun to try these new things, and other people might laugh at you, but that's okay. If you're having a good time, those kids are going to be having a good time too. So I've got lots of songs and lots of attention grabbers that you will find on my blog, and also wanted to mention callbacks. Now that's where the teacher says something and the children respond, like hands on top, everybody stop. I use this one when I do concerts with kids, and for some reason I'll get a couple hundred kids just with their hands on top looking at me. I don't know why it works, but it does. Another one, a macaroni and cheese, freeze please. And some of these you have to practice. They don't work just the first time. You have to practice them a little bit. But again, these are so good for that self-regulation, that executive function. If you want to get the children's attention, you can also do things with their hands, like show me your hands. Let's see, can you twiddle your thumbs? Can you twiddle them the other way? Can you clap your pinkies? Can you clap ring man? Can you clap tall man? Or you can make a beehive. Can you wiggle your thumbs? Can you wiggle your pinkies, your index fingers? A lot of people that work at computers are doing these little things that we call finger neurobics, finger exercises. They're just a good break, a brain break, and it activates the brain and keeps those little hands busy. Another thing I like to do to keep the little hands busy is to have them make their magic circle and blow through your circle, blow out all the birthday candles. And then breathe in that good smell of chocolate chip cookies. Breathe out the candle, blow out the candles. Breathe in the cookies. And just having them breathe can help relax them and help them center themselves and get them ready to listen. Well, I've got lots of props that are good for engaging children's attention too. One of my props is the surprise sack. So you just get a gift bag or an old grocery bag, and whatever you're going to talk about that day, whether it's a natural object or a shape or a color or an animal, whatever, you put it in the sack and you sing. What's in the surprise sack? Who can tell? Maybe it's a book or maybe it's a shell. What's in the surprise sack? Who can see? It's something special for you and me. Oh, I have something in the bag. And you can even give a little hint like, this is an animal. It's a huge animal. It's one of my favorite animals. And you know, this animal even has feelings. It can cry. Would you like to see what it is? It's an elephant. And elephants really are one of my favorite animals. And you know, elephants really do have feelings and they cry. Anyway, I could pull out the elephant and then use it to talk about, we're going to have a book today by Dr. Seuss about an elephant named Horton. Or maybe you're talking about sizes, big and little. You can tie it into lots of different concepts. But anytime you put something in a bag or in a box and wrap it up, you increase interest. The brain likes interesting things. Another prop that I wanted to share with you is bubbles. So you can just get some bubbles and play a game with the children. Like, I'm going to blow the bubbles. When all the bubbles pop, see if you can be sitting quietly on the floor. And there's just something very calming about watching the bubbles. And sometimes you might have to blow them several times, but eventually they will all calm down. Other things that I've seen teachers use to get children's attention, little wind chimes or some fun whistles like the train whistle. And when the children hear that, it's an indicator activity. They know it's time to listen. Or a music box. Isn't there something lovely about a music box? One teacher said she had an old jewelry box and that was a music box, and she would wind it up at the beginning of the day, and every time she wanted the kids to get quiet, she'd open the music box and then close it, and they played a game to see if there was still music at the end of the day, because when they got quiet, she'd close it, and they wanted to get quiet real quick to make the music last till the end of the day. One year for Christmas, I got a musical card. Jingle bells, jingle, and I use that from January until May. When I wanted the kids to get quiet, I would open the card and it would be jingle bells, jingle, and you know, they would just get quiet and they would look at me and listen to me. You can use a flashlight to engage children. If everybody's doing the wrong thing, you get the flashlight. Spotlight on a good listener. She's got her hands in her lap and she's ready for a story. Or spotlight on a good cleaner-upper. If every child's doing the wrong thing, you find one child doing the right thing and focus the flashlight on them. You can also sing, if you don't know what to do, look at Joey. If you don't know what to do, look at Joey. He will show you what to do so you can do it too. If you don't know what to do, look at Joey. And just use this positive focus on what you want the children to do. I have a magic wand. This is a cardboard roller from a pants hanger. I dip it in glue, I rolled it in glitter, and you can do something like this. I'm going to wave my magic wand over you. Abracadabra. When you feel my magic, you will be sitting quietly ready for a story. And if somebody's not doing what they're supposed to, you go, oh, you didn't feel the magic? Let me wave a little more over your head. Another teacher said that she would say, boys and girls, abracadabra, I'm going to close my eyes. When I open my eyes, all of my friends will be ready for story, or whatever you want them to do. So you can buy a fancy wand, or you can just make your own little wand. I also have some lotion that you can use to engage children. It's called Calm Down Lotion or Quiet Lotion, and you can pass it around and let them all have a little squirt. And there's something about massaging your hands that kind of helps center children and helps them focus. And while I was getting ready for the Facebook Live today, I found another idea with lotion on my website. One teacher said she got some lotion and made a label that said awesome sauce. And when the kids did something really great, she'd say, that is awesome. Go get yourself some awesome sauce. And they got to get some awesome sauce. Just another little way to encourage children. A happy chappy can encourage children to focus and do the right thing. And this is just chapstick with an aroma. And you can put some fancy paper around it if you want to, like I did. And let's see. Oh, Jean gets a happy chappy. She's ready for story. Or Aaron gets a happy chappy. He's ready to line up and go out to play. So just a nice little sensory way to encourage children. Another prop I have to get children's attention, and you can use any kind of silly glasses. All you have to do is do something like this, and they'll look at you. I have some Lucky Sticks. This is just a cup, and then I have Jumbo Craft Sticks. I colored one end green and one end red, and you will need to color the green and red because the children have a tendency to color in the whole thing, and you want space for them to write their name. So you color one end green, one end red, let them write their name in the middle, and you put these in this cup with the green on top. And then when you get ready to do a special activity and you need a helper, you can twirl these around and pull out a Lucky Stick. That child gets to be the helper, do the special activity, and then you put their stick back in the cup with the red on top. So when all the reds are on top, you turn them over and start all over again with the greens on top. This makes sure that you involve every child and you do things randomly, and you don't always, choose the same child who's got their hand up waving in front of you. So Lucky Sticks. I have some brain toys that will help engage children. Some children just cannot keep their hands to themselves. And so what I suggest you do is get a shoebox and write brain toys on it. And then just take some old socks and tie them in knots. And if children are having a hard time keeping their hands to themselves, invite them to get a brain toy, and they can hold the sock and they can, tie it and untie it, and it just gives them something to do with their hands. One teacher said, well, but what if everybody wants one? Get 24-old socks. If they need it, they'll get it and they'll use it. And if they don't need it, it will lose its interest. And, instead of, fidget toys are cute, and they all want one. But, if you need a sock, you need a sock. But otherwise, there's no great joy in playing with that. For the older kids, I have a fiddle stick, and this is a craft stick with string, piece of 18-inch string attached to the middle, and they can take the fiddle stick if their hands get fiddly, and they can fiddle with it. Now, these are good examples of how you adapt things for different age levels. I'd use this with the younger children. I'd use this with primary grade children. One teacher said, yeah, but they won't pay attention to you if they're fiddling. That is not true. A lot of children with ADHD need more sensory things going in, and so this can actually help them listen. I have sitter spots. These are little circles made out of fun foam or felt, and you write the children's names on these. Now, I wrote about this in a book I published 25 years ago. They now sell these, but you know what? You can make them yourself. So when you get ready for a morning meeting or a circle activity, you put the sitter spots where you want them. The children find their name, and that's where they sit. Why is this good? You can disperse the children who should not sit next to each other. This is also good because you make random groupings. You don't want to put tape on the floor and have everybody sit the same place all the time. You want them to have experiences with different friends. You could also use these sitter spots for independent reading or writing time, that they find their little spot and sit there. Or if you do partner activities, they can let them get them and put them together and work with them. I like this little stress button too for engaging children. So it's just a poker chip, and I glued Velcro, the hooky side Velcro, to the back, and I used my favorite glue, E6000. I don't work for the company, but it's the best glue ever made. And so the children can hold the stress button, and if their fingers get a little bit wiggly, they can just, hold this and they can rub it, and it's kind of soothing and relaxing. Now, the first day of school, the first week of school, there are going to be times when you're like, what do I do now? I mean, you just have to have lots of tricks, don't you? And have lots of things up your sleeve because you never know how long things are going to take the first couple of weeks of school. And so what I would suggest you do is you make a jukebox. So this is just a gift bag, and you write jukebox on it. And then you make some CDs out of cardboard, and you write the words to the songs that you like, or the finger plays that you like, or nursery rhymes, or games that you like to play, and put them on the CDs and put them in the bag. And when you run out of things to do, you go up to a child and you say, here's a quarter, put a quarter in the song and pull a quarter in the jukebox and pull out a song. And then you will always have something to do. Now, as the year goes along, you could let the child who pulls out the song or the finger play lead the class in that activity. Well, I am just using up way too much time, but just a few more of my favorite friends I wanted to show you. This one, all you have to do is cut the top and the bottom off a cereal box and put a puppet in here and say, I have a little friend who wants to come out and tell you something. He's very shy, so he won't come out until you're very quiet. And you just wait till they get quiet. And then your little friend comes out of the box. Oh, it's Pokey the Pony. And you can use Pokey the Pony to give directions. And if you don't like to use a puppet voice, then you can let Pokey whisper in your ear. I know, Pokey, I'm about to run out of time, but I'm having so much fun sharing. I'm having a hard time stopping. So, finger plays are always wonderful to engage children, and you all know how much I love finger plays, and I have videos where I do these on my website, and I also have finger play cards that you can download. My cheers, I have videos of these and a little cheer card you can download and put them in here. And, sometimes just doing some cheers will engage children. Give me a firecracker. Pshh. Ah. Let's give ourselves a hamburger cheer. Get out your hamburger meat. Make your hamburger. Put it on the skillet. Is it done? Not yet. Is it done? Not yet. Is it done? Well done. And when somebody taught me that cheer, I thought that is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. But y'all, I can get 100 kids right in the palm of my hand with that hamburger cheer. I can also get children's attention with Ralph the Rat. Now, you're going to see this and you're going to say, that's the stupidest thing. But I thought it was real stupid too, and I did it one time, and I had so much fun doing it. I think, the thing about being a teacher, if you're having fun doing these things, the kids are going to pick up on your enthusiasm and your joy. And so you just get an old towel and knot it at the top, and you tell the children, I have my friend Ralph the Rag here, and Ralph wants to play a game with you. He wants to see if you can do what he does. So watch Ralph now and then see if you can do it. I'd get a whole group of kids, and and Ralph would stand up, they'd stand up, and Ralph would lean back, and they'd lean back. It was just so much fun for me to do with Ralph the Rag. So, before I close, I just wanted to mention again that Carolyn Koslowski and I have this fabulous book. It's called I'm Only Four, but it's really the ultimate center guide. And if you are a pre-K teacher or a kindergarten teacher who still believes in hands-on learning, this is the ultimate guide that you are going to need for your classroom. It's 250 pages, 6 cents a page, or about 4 or 5 lattes. And it's something you can use all year long. And many of these ideas are already out there, but you know what? It's all in one place, and it's going to save you countless hours. There's just, let's say you need something for the sensory motor. Oh, yeah, I could put magnetic letters and then ask the kids to write the magnetic letters after they attract them. Or maybe you're looking for a quick, easy art idea. Oh, crayon bundles. Bundle up 4 crayons. Put a big sheet of paper on the table. You got a quick, easy art activity, and they will just talk and have the best time with their crayon bundles. So please take a look at our center guide, and we hope that you will find some great ideas in there that you can use in your classroom. Well, it's time for me to go, and I'm just going to close with one more little idea. This is Henry Hush, and so if you just take a marker and draw a little face on your finger. Henry Hush says, please be quiet, please be quiet, please be quiet. Henry Hush says, please be quiet. Shh, shh, shh. Henry Hush says, I hope you've learned something new. I hope you've learned something new. I hope you've learned something new. Now you know what Dr. Jean does too. She just takes a tune and makes up a song. So, time for me to say goodbye. Enjoy your last sweet days of summer. Take care. God bless. Love you.